There was one time that I was talking to my grandmother, asking her, you know, it's not fair that she doesn't have a job, that she's not paying rent. And she says, well, I don't want her to get a job because I need help around the house.
So do you have
Yes, I have a
bank
statement
statements?
right here.
Officer Monahan is going to come grab that from you.
Okay.
All right, so tell me what it is I'm looking at.
That's a bank transfer.
From last month?
Yes.
Did you pay rent in prior months?
Yes, I can.
Just pull me up one from like January of this year, December of last year, any one of those months, and just show me the rent payment. Because if she's been paying $400 every month, does that change your feeling about the situation a little?
Yeah, if she's paying every month, not like 1 month not doing it, because I didn't have
You didn't have the luxury.
I didn't.
Right.
Here is one. This is $200. And in this month, I did give her cash, the other $200.
Where did you withdraw the cash from?
Bank of America.
So in this particular month, we see a $200 payment to your grandmother.
Yes.
But there are no cash withdrawals.
Well, it's two pages for bank statements. And that was 1 week, and then when I got paid the next time, that's when I gave her the other $200.
Okay, but this covers a whole month.
Okay.
I do see another $100 to Grandma later on, but I don't see a rent payment of $400. I'm gonna go ahead and give Officer Montejano back your phone, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Judge Corriero pick it up here.
Ms. Brown, I'm trying to understand how the plaintiff's not paying rent is relevant to your signed agreement to pay her back.
Because I just feel like it's not fair that I had to pay rent somewhere where she's currently staying. So her staying under the roof, I provided for that.
Is that your only defense, to not be paying her pursuant to the agreement?
Yeah, and I just feel like more further proof is that she does not have proof that she paid rent, because we pay our grandmother through Zelle.
But she's suing you for failing to honor the agreement that you gave to her. I have nothing further, Judge.
Ms. Brown, would you agree that you wouldn't be in this apartment to begin with had it not been for the plaintiff's loan?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Are y'all still living together?
Yes.
What's that like?
We don't talk.
You think it's worth $1,300 to go through the situation, living in an awkward environment because of this litigation?
We weren't talking before this.
Oh.
It was something else.
Something else?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got everything I need.
All right, we'll excuse the parties while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both very much.
So we commend the plaintiff and the defendant for memorializing this written agreement. And that really is all we need, is a one or two line document that's very clear, signed by both parties. I actually completely agree with everything the defendant said, that this appears to be an unfair situation. But that doesn't change the written agreement of the loan. Mm-hmm. If the defendant is dissatisfied with her grandmother's decision about who's paying what in rent, she has many options. She can move, she can attempt to negotiate with her, but she can't not repay a loan that she agreed to pay back.
That put her in the apartment that she's claiming she pays for the plaintiff.
True.
So, I mean, it all kind of shakes out at the end of the day, but she's still owed.
Yeah.
I think we have a verdict.
Excellent.
This court is again in session.
Ms. Doolin, Ms. Brown, we have deliberated and reached a unanimous verdict. Ms. Brown, I heard your complaints, and I think it's very possible you may be right, that this is an unfair situation, what's going on with the rent right now. But we didn't see any evidence that that legally would change your obligation to repay the plaintiff. I commend you both for getting the loan in writing. It's a great thing, and it's a great thing to know to do moving forward. And Ms. Doolin, that's why you're going to prevail today. There was unequivocal evidence that there was a written agreement to repay the loan. And Ms. Brown, you were candid and truthful in acknowledging that. So at the end of the day, Ms. Doolin, you prevail. Our verdict is in favor of the plaintiff for the full amount of the loan, $1,300. We wish you both the best, and we hope that things at your house improve from here.